having my morning coffee in the carport, enjoying South Florida morning, and I love it to get out of the house and listen to the birds chirp this morning. It reminded me of when Sharon and I were first married. We spent a month in Honolulu, Hawaii. We went from Detroit, drove a junk car, that's all I could afford, to California and got a plane and went to Hawaii. Spent a month in Hawaii. And the thing that really we loved there in Honolulu was we went to breakfast on the beach. And it was outside. We could sit outside and have breakfast and look at the beautiful view and listen to the birds chirping, just like I am doing now. And it was such a delight coming from Detroit, Michigan. There was no point in having outdoor dining or breakfast anywhere in any restaurant in Detroit because there was nothing to look at but dull, drab colored brick buildings. So this has reminded me of that. And I'm sitting in front of my car because I'm located at the end of a street, and cars come down that street, and we look at each other. They stop at the stop sign because they have to turn left or right in front of me. And for about 2 minutes, we just stare at each other before they make their turn. So I hide behind my car, and they never know I'm here, so we don't have to do the staring contest for 2 minutes. I sat here last night and had a cigar and a glass of wine, enjoyed it outside, and here are the ashes left over from my cigar. And I brought an ashtray out, and I don't need an ashtray when I'm smoking out in a carport. I can either sweep away the ashes or the wind will eventually blow away the ashes. And I did not need to butt my cigar out in the ashtray. I just left it overnight on the carport concrete. There's no fire hazard whatsoever, just left it there. And then this morning I picked it up and threw it in the trash. So the habit of using an ashtray to smoke a cigar is over if I smoke outside in the carport. No need for an ashtray. Just flick the ashes on the carport floor and then leave the butt on the floor to pick up in the morning. Normally in the morning, you cannot sit outside in South Florida unless you have screening because of the mosquitoes, especially with these trash piles we have everywhere. They're breeding mosquitoes. So how am I able to sit out here in the carport amidst biting, stinging mosquitoes? Well, I got my Spectracide bug stop. I think it's about $6 total. I can get it at Walmart or at Home Depot. And before I come out, I spray the area. And I've been doing this now ever since right after Hurricane Irma. And it just stops the mosquitoes from coming into the area. And also I do it in my on my patio where I got all kinds of junk piled up still from Hurricane Irma because I'm working on my fence. I don't have time to do any sorting, and I have no place to sort right now until I fix this fence. But I spray out there in my patio, do the same thing. I have no mosquitoes now in the patio, even though I have all kinds of trash piled up in the area. This stuff works. You say to yourself, well, if you want to kill mosquitoes, you must buy a can of mosquito spray. No, you don't need to buy a can of mosquito spray. This is called Bug Stop. A mosquito is a bug. They don't even show a mosquito here. A mosquito is a bug. they die just like the rest of them. And I've sprayed so many times now that it's like my inside of my house. I spray every 2 weeks the entire baseboards inside of the house. I have no bugs. I have no ants. They learn not to come around. Now the mosquitoes are learning not to come around, so I can enjoy my carport and working on the patio mosquito free. You might say, well, that's terrible. He has to sit and stare at the front of his car while he's enjoying his carport. So that's no problem for me. I enjoy my car. I enjoy looking at it. I'm paying for it. It's a new car. I am a car guy, a car nut. Looking at cars are my pleasure, not my pain.